In a concurrent capacity, he is also serving as the Undersecretary for the Trade and Promotions Group. He is a former chairman of Foreign Chamber Council of the Philippines, FCCP, chairman emeritus of Bangsamoro Federal Business Council Incorporated, a former executive director of PSPA Philippine Solar Power Alliance, and the former president and CEO of the Global Empire International Group of Companies. He finished his Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in accounting in 1991, Bachelor of Laws in 1995, and Master of Business Administration in 1999 from the University of the East, also my alma mater. He began his public service career by becoming a consultant in the Office of the President of the Republic of the Philippines, an executive officer in the Department of Education, Culture, and Sports, consultant of the Philippine Center of Transnational Crime, the Office of the Philippine National Police Chief, and Lieutenant Colonel in the Philippine Army. He was appointed by President Rodrigo R. Duterte as Assistant Secretary in the Department of Trade and Industry in July 2017. Due to his exemplary performance, diligence, dedication, and commitment, he was promoted as Undersecretary of Special Concerns in July 2018, and additionally as Undersecretary of Trade Promotions Group. He has received numerous awards and recognitions as a businessman and as a public servant. Among these awards are Warrior Communicator Award, bestowed by the Armed Forces of the Philippines of Buong Katihan ng Pilipinas and the Civil Military Operations Group Armed Forces of the Philippines. He also presently sits as chair of Export Development Council and Technical Working Group of Halal Export Board, member of the Board of Directors of National Housing Authority, member of Inter-Cabinet Cluster Mechanism on Normalization, and also as alternate of DTI Secretary Ramon M. Lopez. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome Undersecretary Abdulgani Makaton.
Thank you, Attorney Arnold, for the kind introduction. Allow me to acknowledge the President of PICPA, National President Mr. Lopi Bato Jr., Mr. Alpat Martinez, Chair of the Committee on Accountancy Week. Of course, Mr. Dexter Ortiga, Chair of the Accountancy Week Celebration and Regulators Forum. Ms. Teresita Di Maculangan, Liaison Director PICPA. Consuelo Cadilina, Co-Chair, Committee on Accountancy Week. Co-panelists. I would like to acknowledge also Major General Restituto Padilla, spokesperson of the ATF against COVID-19. Mr. Alberto Pascual, President and CEO of the Philippine Guarantee Corporation. And my colleagues from the government, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to everyone. My warmest congratulations to the Philippine Institute of Certified Public Accountants for hosting the annual celebration of accountancy profession with this year theme, Filipino CPAs Rising Solidarity Amidst Challenging Times. I'm sure that all of you are fully aware that we are now at a very challenging time, not only in your profession, but also in all sectors of society. As the present pandemic has not been controlled yet globally, particularly in our country, every aspect of our lives are in a different new normal, where we are more careful and cautious in anything that we do. This Zoom conference would have been a more exciting gathering in previous normal times, but despite this, we Filipinos always have a way of coping up by turning difficulties into opportunities. And despite the very alarming condition that we are all in now, we at the Department of Trade and Industry continue to carry out our mission as the main economic catalyst that enables innovative, competitive, job-generating, inclusive business and empowers consumers. Fully cognizant of the closure of various business establishments all over the country since the lockdown on May 16. And the role of the Department of Trade and Industry is primarily on the empowerment of local industries with the following intervention and safeguards, such as, of course, the setting up of the 1 billion Enterprise Rehabilitation Financing Facility under the Pondo sa Pagbabago at Pag-asenso. This is the COVID-19 P3 ERF program for our micro, small, medium enterprises. The unrestricted movement of cargo and personnel engaged in business to safeguard the welfare of the public. And we have also the memo circular guideline on the concession on residential rents, commercial rents of MSME to provide economic relief during the COVID-19 public health emergency. The joint administrative order, the adoption of processes for the expedited release of refrigerated containers and dry vans to facilitate the importation documentary requirements and declaring abandonment of cargo for expediting customs clearances and streamlining the process of applying imports, permits, and clearances online. The 10 million face masks distributed to the health workers and frontliners of the Department of Health and Red Cross. The memo circular on anti-hoarding and anti-panic buying leading to the arrest of hundreds of violators in cooperation, of course, with the Philippine National Police CIDG and the National Bureau of Investigation. The memo circular extension of operating hours for retail establishment to serve the needs of more customers in the supermarkets, groceries, agri-fishery stores, public markets, pharmaceuticals and drugstores, and retailers of basic and prime necessities, essential goods, and medical products. Lastly, the revival of the Buy Local campaign, which will stimulate buying Filipino products and eventually help in saving the micro and small enterprises as well as jobs in this sector. All these efforts are geared towards our mission of helping producers and manufacturers in providing income generating business schemes and economic relief. In closing, let me thank the organizers of this annual conference for inviting me to be a part of this very prestigious gathering of professionals like the accountants in achieving their objective as an organization in improving with innovations to conquer difficulties brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. And this also reminds me of a great saying that behind every good business is a great accountant. Again, congratulations and more power to PICPA. Mabuhay po kayong lahat.
That has been a very informative session, Undersecretary Makatoman. He had shared